Hey guys, Scott Cruz here. I want to give you a little update on the last couple of tournaments that we fished, the first ones of the year actually, and that was the BFL up at Lake Chickamauga in Dayton, Tennessee, and then this past Saturday was Lake Guntersville up in Guntersville, Alabama. We had a good time. I can say that. It was cold. It was very cold. I think both days on takeoffs it was around 19 degrees there in Dayton, and it was around 19 degrees there in Lake Guntersville at takeoff from Goose Pine. I did these two to have a little experience under my belt before the Bama division starts with the BFLs, and I'm going to fish all 5 of those for the Bama division. But I wanted to get my feet wet with these first 2 of the year, and boy did I get my feet wet. The first one was at Lake Chickamauga. We got up there, did 2 or 3 days pre-fishing. First couple of days, didn't even catch a fish. And then the third day, I put my old Alabama Coosa River hat back on, and I got out there and I said, fish this Tennessee River like the Coosa River and see if you can find something, Scott. And sure enough, on that Thursday before the tournament, I got on a couple of schools of fish, and I just said, look, if you'll stay there fish, I'll be back after you guys. And sure enough, I had to do about a 22-mile run at 70 miles an hour in 20-degree weather. And my co-angler and I, we were pretty cold by the time we got to the fishing spot. But that's okay. That's what we do. We got there and took about 15 minutes to warm up. First cast caught an 18-inch smallmouth that went a little over 3 pounds. So that can be a curse or that can be good for you. You anglers know what I'm talking about. A lot of times when you catch that fish on the first cast, the rest of the day is downhill, but actually it didn't happen that way. I wound up catching about 10 fish throughout the day in that one spot. My other spot, it got blown out and didn't catch anything off of it. So I caught all of them off of one spot. I want to share with you what I caught them on. I caught them on the old Alabama rig, caught them on the Yum umbrella rig here, Flash Mob Junior, and we used a small 3.5-inch swim bait and a 1/4 ounce head, and we caught all those fish in 17 feet of water and had a good day. Had a great co-angler with me, and we did pretty good on that one. So we were happy with a 44th out of about 170. Leave there, go straight over to Lake Guntersville, same conditions, freezing cold, guys, 15-mile-an-hour winds, and Lake Guntersville was not good to me. So we had a tough time. Again, had a great co-angler, great attitude, and we fished hard all day, and neither one of us got a bite. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. I mean, you're just going to go fish hard, and it's just not going to go your way. And it did not go our way at Lake Guntersville. Met a lot of nice people up there, had a good time. Do want to give a shout out to a gentleman. It was so cold, guys, on the tournament day, about 19 degrees, as the boats were being launched and pulled out and trucks pulling out of the ramp. The ramps were icing over, and one gentleman was putting his boat in, and his truck just kept sliding and sliding and sliding. He couldn't stop. The truck actually went in the lake and sunk, and I feel sorry for that guy. I thought I had a bad day by zeroing, but not as bad a day as that young man had. It was tough seeing it. They had to get divers in and a tow truck out there to get that truck out and trailer out of the water. Tough time. So shout out to him. Hope you're doing well, guy. So what we learned out of this, we learned from Lake Guntersville that I threw the old rattle trap that everybody keeps talking about, the old one knocker, booyah, red eye shad. I threw it till my arm about fell off. Threw that at them. I threw the old Yum umbrella rig that we've talked about. Threw that. I threw a peanut butter and jelly jig at them. That didn't work. Threw a black and blue jig at them. That didn't work. And I don't know, but it was one of those tough days, and I've heard from a lot of anglers here this past weekend that had a tough time even on other lakes. So I don't know if it was the weather, barometric pressure, the fishing gods not doing us right or what, but it was a tough weekend. But that's okay. Lake Guntersville fish, I'll be back after you. I'm not giving up. I'll see you guys in a few weeks. I'll come back and catch your tail. But anyway, just want to give you guys a little bit of an update on how those first 2 BFLs went. One went okay, the other one was a total bust. March the 5th, we're over at Lake Martin for the Bama division, and that's the ones I'm going to be coming after, is all those Bama divisions. We got Lake Martin, we got Lake Mitchell, we got the Alabama River, we've got Lake Eufaula, and we've got Neely Henry. So we've got some lakes that I'm familiar with, and I'm praying that we do good on those, and we'll be out there doing some pre-fishing, getting ready for those. And appreciate you guys sticking with me, giving me all the words of encouragement. Also want to thank all my sponsors. Name you guys off: 8 Research Labs out of Atlanta. Warren Hanson, thank you for all your help. It's been a pleasure working with you. Alabama Better Built Homes out of Prattville. We got FX Custom Rods. We've got Lawrence is on board with us again this year. Speaking of Lawrence, give a shout out to a buddy of mine that's in the hospital right now, sick, that works with Lawrence, Mark Sullivan. Mark, I hope you get to feeling better and get well soon, sir. And I'd like to thank Beck's Turf over in Tuskegee, Alabama. If you guys need some grass, turf, whatever, give those guys a shout over at Beck's. We've got Wildlife Trends on board this year. Andy Whitaker, I've seen a video we did with that guy earlier with Andy. We've got Chris's Marine and Cycle. Give him a shout if you need any workout on your boat or your motor or any of that type stuff. Also, Wetumpka Marine and Electronics. Steve Navarre over there. Steve's a great guy. Honest, straight up with you. He can do all your electronic needs, anywhere from Lowrance, Humminbird, Garmin. It doesn't matter. Wiring, the whole 9 yards. Steve's guys over there, top notch in everything they do. So anyway, good shout out to all the sponsors, and you guys stay tuned. Again, March 5th, Lake Martin here in Alabama, Alexander City. We'll be coming for you spotted bass, and maybe we might even catch one of those largemouth while we're out there. You guys stay tuned. Appreciate your support. Let's keep rocking. Tight lines to you.